It's Rebecca again from Papeterie de Choix, and welcome to the showing of my next journal. This is called Vintage Day at the Beach, and I know it don't look too vintage on the front, but it could work. This has 120 writing pages, 3 tags, 14 pockets, 26 journaling cards, 5 envelopes, 4 special ephemera, and 5 signatures. It's 9.5 inches tall, 6.5 inches wide, and 1 3/4 inches thick. So it's kind of big, but it's very light. And I think it's because of the paper I used inside. I use different papers for different books. So what we have on the front is, you may recognize this background with the part with the oval. I did a project back in the spring, I think. But I put a large, like a jewelry charm dragonfly on this, and when I started doing the book, it's like I wanted that color, so I took the dragonfly off, put on the starfish, and the starfish was very light. It was like the color almost of this burlap. You can see the edges, and I wanted it a little darker, so I put some coffee ink on it and then sprayed it with a matte spray paint. And so underneath I have the book that I used was this color, this kind of aqua color underneath, so I just put the burlap over it so it could show through to kind of give it that seaside look, that aqua color. I added I found this old netting at a thrift store when like the day before, or no, the day after that I decided I want to do a sea themed or journal. So I was like, okay, it's meant to be. So I have a whole bunch of this now. These seashells I already had in just a small little collection of seashells, and then these are buttons that help hold the tie on. So it's just simple, the tie's on the inside, so there's no tie on the outside. It has the 5 signatures here, so let's open it up and see what we've got. And just like all the other journals, there's a lot. I haven't looked at it in, I think I might have made this toward the end of July, 1st of August, and I haven't looked at any of them. And as you'll notice that my journals are basically naked journals. I don't put a lot of embellishment on my pages. I'm still working toward getting there on, but then I'm still working on that. We'll just leave it there. Okay, so these are some little booklets. I copied this or followed a tutorial from Julie Walker at Camellia Crafts Designs, and I did this way back before I even started doing a YouTube channel. And then and this is some dark kind of teal colored burlap, and it's a double pocket. There's 2 layers here that you can put your stuff in, and then this is from the same paper pack. This is called the French Riviera. It's a Prima brand paper, and I'll be so sad when it's gone. I'm right down to the end. I could maybe make one more small something from it, but anyway, so you'll see just like ocean themed whatnot as we go. And this is some heavy craft paper, and this is a napkin that I decoupaged to a piece of fabric, and you can write on that. And so and I heavily coffee dyed these papers because I wanted them to be dark. And then we have an envelope. There's nothing in the envelopes, and these envelopes are lined. And so we'll just keep going through until we get to the next one. And then all the ephemera in here is from that paper pack. Some of the pockets and things are from different paper packs or papers that I have, but all of the ephemera, unless I come across something that I'm not sure about, but all the ephemera comes from that Prima paper pack. Now this is a little card that comes from Hobby Lobby. Another napkin covered or decoupaged on piece of fabric. And the next envelope. A friend of mine gave me a paper pad that was like painty papers with a little bit of steampunkish, or not in steampunkish, but more industrial type. And that's what I used for the envelopes. I just found the ones that seemed to give me the colors that I wanted. So this is almost like a postcard almost. So basically the overall theme is almost a travel a little bit as well as a beach, because a lot of people travel to the beach. So that's where that comes in. And this is some tissue paper that I put on the back of the craft paper, sticky back craft paper. So it's just like a couple little journaling cards I made from that tissue. I love this page. This is a stamp I have of coral, and with the splotches it looks almost like air bubbles coming up from the bottom of the ocean. And so the papers that I used on this are heavier, like drawing paper, 9x12s I believe they are. And here's another. This is also from that paper pack. And these two. I just basically cut them and inked them because they didn't need a lot of anything else. And this is another napkin decoupaged onto a piece of fabric. And so is this one. And another envelope. And a couple of little fake postcard and a little map. And this is another one from this is like a wood grain on the back, but you can easily write on it. How many times am I going to flip it? And another napkin decoupaged onto a piece of fabric. And just a little, I backed this onto, I think I must have put 3 layers. It's really thick. But anyway, it's like craft paper on the back. And then the last envelope. And a couple more little journaling cards. And then you would have seen me made these. I'm not going to open them, but it's just a little envelope with a gusset. And I think I have a piece of ephemera in there. Yep. You would have seen me made these in a project last spring. So each one of these is just a little gusseted envelope with a little piece of ephemera inside. Alrighty, so that's it. A vintage day at the beach. And since I used the French Riviera paper pack, we'll call it a vintage day on the French Riviera at the beach. Or at the beach on the French Riviera would make more sense, wouldn't it? Alright. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next journal. The next ones are actually the Three Sisters, and I'll do all of them at the same time because they're just, they're small-ish. So, I'll see you again soon.